Xbox has done gigantic, massive, ridiculous, insanely huge layoffs. And I said before, I really think this is deserved. Like, these companies make garbage games that nobody plays, and big surprise, if you do that long enough, you're going to run out of money. So
they still have no idea what they're doing.
Anyway, and I'm going to look at it. Yeah, this is a guy. So let's be real. The 4 studios leaving Xbox had 8 years and unlimited resources to make great games, and this is what they came up with.
And we told them, and told them, and told them, and we were just labeled haters. What's with the quality of this? Hold on.
Right, like the easiest thing that you could do.
So we're going to look at these different games, and we're going to see how they did, okay? So the first game is going to be South of Midnight. So
Ooh.
I think that I've shown this one before. Let me see if I can show this. South of Midnight. South of Midnight. Apparently, it also was South of Profit, because it had 1,438 players playing. Like, that was the most they've ever had, right?
That's crazy.
So that was obviously. So why did they destroy this company? Well, that's why. Next one, Bleeding Edge. Let's take a look at the gameplay. I don't even know what Bleeding Edge is. Okay, nobody else does either. So
yeah,
basically they had a game.
I heard of it.
I guess it came out and then it immediately died. Like instantaneously it died. More like, I would say Bleeding Out, but that happened probably over 3 years ago.
That's a lot of racist chuds who killed that game, you know what I'm saying?
So it's dead game. Okay, so let's look at Hellblade 2.
Yep, because racist chuds,
Saga.
incels.
So this is another one here. So 3,982 people playing the game. So that's also a really, really bad one. You can see, obviously, the fact that nobody's playing it is another big indicator that it failed. So you can see how, like, nobody, even after the first day, nobody played it, right? And I think this is one of the best indicators that you can tell, is that a really good video game does better and then it does worse, rather than a game just doing worse. Like, I'll give you an example of this.
Borderlands 2?
Arc Raiders is in its flop era right now.
Guess that's an old game.
But for a while, it was doing very, very well. Like, this is what a good video game does. Is a good video game, like, and even if it's in a flop era, that doesn't mean that it's like a bad game. It just means maybe people have played it out, right? Like, people are tired of the game. So there, Crimson Desert's another one. Not Simon's Desert, Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert. Okay. So you can see right here, you can see obviously the player base went up and down, right? And so you can see very clearly you had people come back, people are playing the game again, it had big boosts for the weekends, and that was it. So basically, that's the reason why this one. So Double Fine. Let's see Double Fine. I think Double Fine refers to the 2 games they made, and the fine refers to the cost on Xbox. But we'll go ahead and find out. So maybe this is the game, Double Fine Studios. Well, it seems like things aren't fine after all.
They're double not fine.
191 players 9 months ago, and there's only 20 people playing the game right now. Well, that's not very good. Let's look at Kiln.
But
Let's take a look at
Psychonauts,
that one, okay?
Psychonauts, guys! They made Psychonauts! We gotta keep them alive! Because don't you remember? That's the biggest problem, I think, with people who glaze all these games. It's the member berries. But they made this thing this one time!
We'll see how well this game is doing. Kiln, 193 people playing the game. Do you remember this retarded game where you would be able to make different cups and have them fight against each other? Do you know who this appealed to? Nobody, because nobody cares about it. It was a stupid idea, and whoever greenlit it was a retard. And now that retard is out on his ass, and...
But they were making things that they want to play, not what you want to play, Asmongold. Well, their interests suck.
So is everybody else that agreed with them, which is a good thing. Losers lose. Absolutely no one. Yeah, nobody wants this garbage. Nobody wanted this garbage. Keeper. Let's take a look at Keeper. How does this look? Oh.
The only people who wanted that garbage was people who were just checking it out on Game Pass. And Xbox announced that Game Pass was a complete fucking failure this whole time, like we said it was.
Okay, so this is Keeper. What do you do? What do you do in the game? You just walk around your lighthouse? The visuals are really cool, but, like, where's the video game? Where's the video game? Where are the video games? Like, I don't understand this. Yeah.
It looks good. Oh, I'm so hyped for this. Look how amazing it looks. The visuals.
Keep it to yourself. Yeah, that's what they should have done. So, do we have access to Game Pass stats? Game Pass stats will be roughly reflected on Steam viewership, but obviously it's not going to be like a 1-for-1. So we're not really looking like, I mean, think of a video game that was, okay, Stalker 2. Was Stalker 2 on Game Pass?
It was.
Yes. Was Expedition 33 on Game Pass?
I don't know. Was it? I think it was.
Was Doom the Dark Ages on Game Pass?
Definitely was, yes.
Even this one was a bit of a flopperooski. I think these guys are going to get fired too.
Huh.
Yes, okay. Was Starfield? So I don't want to hear any Xbox Coperino, okay? I don't want to see a single one of that. We all know.
But remember,
it's not Game Pass. It's not Game Pass. It's the games being bad. So that's it. And yeah, guys, the Alice Madness Returns has more for an 11 the game. I don't know
That's
about
a good
that.
game.
So all of these video games that these companies made were just hot garbage, worthless trash.
Oof.
That's literally about it.
Hurts.
Crazy how Doom sold less than Starfield. Well, yeah, because the Starfield, like, I mean, Bethesda hasn't made a big open world. Like, Starfield was supposed to be a big game. It was supposed to be good. They put a huge...
It just wasn't as good as Fallout. It didn't have the same soul. People want something like Fallout from Bethesda, and it was just not that. It kind of was similar in a lot of ways, but boring, because it felt really corporate. And it didn't help that they kind of modeled everything after the vibes of NASA, which is corporate government.
Huge amount of marketing into it. I'm not surprised by that. Doom the Dark Ages really just, in my opinion, I really think it was a mediocre game. I'd rate it a 6.
I didn't play it.
I'd give Starfield a 6
I didn't even like Doom Eternal.
too, but Starfield was a more comprehensive 6. Doom was like okay, I guess I'll give it a 6, right? It's people saying pass to the game. Again, yeah, people don't want to play it, man. That's literally it. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just so fucking annoying for me to look at this. But anyway, it was supposed to be a PS exclusive, but then Xbox got it. Didn't Starfield come with a lot of PCs? Yeah, it did, actually. So you had those games, right? So you had, these were the studios that they got rid of that made complete garbage. And this is the statement that was made by Asa Sharma. Now, she is the one...
They're not gonna come back, by the way. This is gonna get worse.
She is the Grim Reaper. She is the enforcer.
And it ain't over yet.
She is the reality check.
Not even close.
This is the modern audience destroyer. Yeah. I have been waiting on this for years. And finally, yes. And so anyway, W's statement, ironically, this is what she wrote out to everybody at Xbox. Team, we are beginning the most significant restructure in Xbox history. After careful consideration, I've made the difficult decision.
It's the significant restructure that didn't go hard enough, and it's still gonna completely fucking destroy them.
To reduce our team by approximately 3,200 around fiscal year 2027.
Ain't enough.
This will include approximately...
You're gonna have to cut 80%. If it ain't 80%, then you're fucking up.
1,600 role eliminations today. Rapture!
Not even close.
You're out, bitch! It's over.
Disagree.
In
we got a
addition,
long while.
4
Slow
studios
death.
will leave Xbox to new management. There will be 4 sacrifices made. It's a low number. We had expected more, but that's it. And a great purge.
More
yes,
coming.
I recognize a year-long restructuring creates additional challenges. So she's saying that you have a year left. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's gonna be gone soon. And Xbox is even, double it and give it to Ubisoft. Ubisoft already took it. They did. I'm gonna try Black Flag today. The game, I got an early copy. Shout out to Ubisoft for not being pussies and giving me one. And so I'll play it, and we'll see if Ubisoft is gonna get more layoffs today or not. Right? I don't know.
They will.
They said they did ask.
I think they spent too much money. It doesn't even matter if Asmongold likes it.
I got the brief for it. They said, please don't give a full review of the game until, because like they said, they only want you to play like the beginning of it, so it's not like a spoiler, right? But like it should be more than enough for at least like today and tomorrow streaming. But like just because I know how long it is, so I won't like give a definitive thing, because I do want to respect obviously the agreement. But the moment that the embargo's over, which is in I think 2 days, then I will give my full opinion, right? And so I'll give my first impressions, though. Of course I will. Obviously I will. So, yes, definitely. Spoiler. Well, I think it's really just about the evaluation of the quality of the remake, right? But I'll give my opinion. So anyway, this is your moment to enjoy. Yes, this is my this is the moment. This is, I mean, if you didn't know already, bro, like, if you didn't know, now you know. Xbox employees, former Xbox employees, you know, like, it's just, that's it. And props, yeah, props to Ubisoft. This is what this is, guys. It is the Chud. It is the year of the Chud. It is the year of
Chud
the Chud
victory.
Boys. Didn't see this coming, yeah. And the last pre-copy Asma never gets. No, I get them pretty regularly, honestly, I do. So it took a woman to out-Chud these people. It's your Oblivion remastered, and I'm looking forward to it. I really hope so. So let me continue, all right? Home to, welcome on to the post, please. In addition,
Oblivion Remaster is still broken, by the way.
4 studios will leave Xbox to new management. I recognize your own showing. Unfortunately, it is not possible to make all the necessary changes in one day. She says the amount of executions is too great.
Yeah, it ain't over.
The toll is too high, and we have to kill you systematically over the course of a year. Who are you? When do you leave? You'll know the day that you leave. It has to be slow. It has to be painful. That way you know that you earned it. I know this is painful. Wow, there it is. These changes will directly affect people who have poured their creativity into building Xbox. Well, not really though, right? Many joined us through acquisitions while others were recruited here or sought us out because they loved this industry and loved Xbox. Today's decisions do not reflect their talent or dedication. I think they do.
You shouldn't have loved Xbox. You should have loved the people that would be playing your games.
I think they do, actually. So when I look at the talent and dedication that these games had, it really doesn't. The only thing they seem to be dedicated to and talented at is not having people play their video games.
Yeah, because they're focused on gay shit.
I feel like they're really good at it, but like otherwise, I really just don't think they're that great at really anything. I mean, let's be honest, guys.
Based.
Look at this.
Based
Oh, this
and
is
true.
Crimson Desert. Yeah, look at these other games. I don't know if I can pull it up. But yeah, I mean, these get like bleeding at 1,400, 3,000 players, 1,400 players. It's so over. Like, even Avowed did better. Like,
even Avowed. Imagine.
look at Avowed. Avowed got 20,000 players. Like, for however bad you think Avowed was, like, it just blew these other games out of the water.
That's crazy.
That's still awful. Well, it's not awful enough to have Obsidian close. I mean, like, Avowed was a...
It is, actually. I just don't think they've gotten to it. Or they're still completely out of touch and don't realize that they need to close that fucking studio. I still see people all the time, whenever they talk about Obsidian, even big publications, they always bring up Fallout New Vegas, or they'll use Fallout New Vegas as the thumbnail for whatever the post is about Obsidian. They just can't get away from it. They gotta shut it down.
Avowed was a above average game, but it was just not a amazing game. It was just a very
spent too much money.
It was a Chat GPT game. Avowed was a Chat GPT game. That's the best way I could explain it. So it's Obsidian game that carries weight. Yeah, and also the studios made other good games before, right? Check Outer Worlds 2. Well, Outer Worlds 2 was a lesser success, but it was still decent. What's Binding of Isaac at? Binding of Isaac. Let me see. Binding of Isaac.
That's an old one.
Wow. Wowee.
That's an old game.
So for some reason, this game has just totally popped off. I really don't know why. I probably should have played it already. I should have. I haven't because I'm just a piece of shit. But yeah, that's about it. Can we get the weekly marathon check-in? Oh, it's not weekly at this point. It's almost it's every day, bro. Like, so marathon.
It's every day, bro. Like Logan Paul. Oh shit! What? It was at 7,000 last I checked.
Wow.
That's bad.
Check Skyrim Special Edition.
Oh no. Fuck, dude. That's more than Borderlands 4. That's so bad.
A single player game made 15 years ago is still getting 33,000 players.
Can you check the old version of Skyrim? I bet it's still got more players. I bet it's got at least, like, 7,000.
Every single fucking day. Oh my God.
It's every
Jack
day, bro.
Destiny 2. That's how it be. That do be how it is. And so,
Doobie
yeah,
doobie
that's
doo.
a fun game. I guess so.
Doobie doobie doo.
Bungie continuing to Greek tradition of dying after a marathon. That's, God. Jesus Christ. Okay, so anyway, so you've had all this stuff happening, and Marathon, apparently somehow it's trending. I don't know how that happened. Let me go back to the original statement, okay? I keep getting distracted. I apologize. I'm sorry. Our business today is not healthy. Wow.
How about that?
Wow. She just came out and said it. We are operating at margins that are 3 to 10x lower than the comparable platform and publishing businesses. We entered Gen 9, I'm assuming this is like the new Xbox era, with a smaller install base and a higher cost structure. To grow, we bet on Game Pass, multi-platform, and a broader portfolio of content. While those businesses have created meaningful value, they did not grow at the pace that we expected. As that happened, our core business weakened, and we added more teams, more investment, more time, hoping for a better outcome. So this is kind of like the idea of if you're if you're fat, if you eat enough food, you'll lose weight. Well, apparently it didn't work. It just seems like they got fatter and now they're sick.
Fuck
and
yeah.
so, and now the industry is facing the most severe hardware crisis in its history. The great reset. We must reset Xbox. Oh my God.
I think that they're going to crumble. I don't think that they actually reset enough.
Wow. Press the button. Turn it off and turn it back on again. The chuddening. Exactly. The great reset. First, we will reset our content portfolio. Since 2018, we have aggressively expanded our studio portfolio, while the number of games created each month across the industry now outpaces the last 10 years combined. That's true. A lot of people make video games now. We now find ourselves competing not only with the largest publishers, but also with smaller independent studios. It is neither possible nor desirable to own every great independent studio. That's true. Yeah, it's too many, I don't know, like you're managing too many things, right? And we've learned that we are not the best home for every type of studio. In a typical year, we lost 64 cents for every dollar that we invested.
That's crazy. Almost half? That's fucking insane, dude.
Oh my God. So you spend $1 to lose 64 more cents. So imagine spending $100 to lose $64. That's crazy.
That's how I feel whenever I buy video games at full price, which I don't do.
It's like reverse inflation. Yeah, it's really bad. It's 2/3 profit. Yeah. In studios they invested in so far. Exactly. And so, where is it? Sorry, I lost track of where I was at. As we reset Xbox, we will help independent creators succeed by providing open development tools and audiences to realize their vision. Let me explain to you guys one of the reasons why it failed. Can you create a graph, a line graph that shows the amount of employees Xbox has had from 2016 to now? Okay, so I'm going to show you all what the issue is. Why not let it die? Well, because Xbox is it's a good brand. It's just not that big, right? It's overvalued.
I'm fine with letting it die. I don't care. I ain't buying anything Xbox ever.
Okay, let's see.
Where
is it? What the fuck is that? Do the graph. Like, I told you to do the graph. Like, why would you not do
it,
the graph?
robot?
I don't care about this. The fuck is this?
Fucking clanker. Listen to me. I am human. I am your master.
Damn. There it is.
That's pretty
So
graphic.
there you go, guys. And stocks down? Yeah, I guess so. And this is obviously whenever they bought Xbox. And, like, you can see very clearly, like, they went up massively whenever they were, during COVID even, right? And so,
so many people did.
That apparently didn't work. So we'll go ahead and we'll read the other ones. So these are the studios that will be sent into the void.
Are they going to get rid of the gay shit? If they're not going to do that, they're still fucked. You got to get all the gay out of Halo. You can't have Galo anymore.
As we reset Xbox, we will help independent creators succeed by providing open development tools and audiences to realize their vision. Compulsion Games and Double Fine Productions will return to management and transition to independent studios with their
They ain't
IP
gonna survive.
catalog.
Like, they're not making games, so how are they going to make themselves any money?
And runway for their next games. Ninja Theory and Undead Labs
That
now
pisses
have
me off.
entered terms into
Ninja Theory and Undead Labs pisses me off because they made State of Decay 2 was kind of gay, but they made State of Decay 3 super gay. And I was looking forward to Senua. I love the first two games. They're like really good $5 titles.
new ownership with funding to compete and grow Senua and State of Decay 3. In France, Arcane's management is beginning required consultation with Works Council to review potential strategic. Okay, so they're done.
Yeah, they're fucking done. They haven't had a good game since Dishonored.
It's over. This is the most passive corpo speak to "it's over" I've ever heard. Reviewing potential strategic options. It's so done.
Selling off properties.
So we are also
if they could sell off Dishonored to somebody who could do some good, I'd love that.
making reductions across other units, and in some cases, shifting investment to focus on higher priority projects. These changes vary in size across Activision, Bethesda, ZeniMax, Blizzard, King, Mojang, and Xbox Gay Studios. None of their first-party publicly announced games or projects are being canceled as part of these reductions. That's probably a good thing to mention. I think that's good, obviously. And, in addition, Mojang and King will now report directly to me.
Oh, is that Candy Crush?
They're actually going all in with mobile games. They're actually going to become, dude.
Don't fuck with Minecraft. Actually, I don't care. As long as I'm able to play the old versions of Minecraft, I don't care. You can fuck it up.
Mojang,
they're gonna though.
Just so you guys know,
mobile
what games,
Minecraft's already fucked.
Do Mojang and King make? I just want you guys to see it's a Candy Crush and Bejeweled, right? Stuff like that. And so Mojang and King are both Xbox. Mojang makes I don't know it's Minecraft. I'm so stupid. Why did I think it was fucking Bejeweled? Minecraft and King obviously makes Candy Crush.
Yeah, Minecraft doesn't really make any money anymore. They have to use other properties to actually make money, like a Minecraft movie. They have to make Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft Story Mode was their first venture into making something outside of Minecraft. Because Minecraft, once everybody buys it, it's hard to get them to pay more money.
Pet Rescue Saga, yeah, that's definitely a girl game. So Minecraft and Candy Crush are going directly under the wing of Xbox. They're going to take very good care of you, Minecraft. They're going to take good care of you, Candy Crush. And all these other bullshit games for modern audiences, well, you're gone. It's over. I know you're happy because they fired because they make bad games. How do we get good games, though? How do we get good games? We exist. We exist in the market.
Yep.
We say, I want a good game.
Yep.
And we wait for somebody to say, okay, here's a good game. That's it. That's all it takes. And then eventually Elden Ring appears. And
that's the problem, man. I still haven't played Elden Ring, and I know I'm gonna fucking love that game, but there's so many other games that I haven't played because I'm a poor bitch. I can't just buy every game that comes out, especially the overpriced, full-price games, which I'm not saying Elden Ring is overpriced, but I still just can't fucking afford to pay that much for a video game.
I don't know. Minecraft appears.
Yep.
Dragon's Dogma 1 appears.
Minecraft is $25. No Man's Sky appears.
Skyrim appears. Black Myth Wukong appears. And eventually, the good games, they show up. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That's correct. So you mean the consumers will get what they will get the products they asked for? What? Yes, that's correct. The consumers will get the products they ask for to the extent that they buy them. So we're also making reductions. Mojang and King would report directly to me. These two studios have increasingly become platforms and are our largest bi-monthly active players. They bring in critical geographic.
I think all of this happened because of Expedition 33, actually. When that game came out and completely wrecked the industry, it's just been downhill for them ever since.
Demographic and differentiation to Xbox. Second, we will reset our platform. We know that today, great technology. Oh, sorry, give me a second.
Reset as in, go back to Xbox 360? If you're not going to do that, then, no, I'm out. Bring back the blades.
Technology gets better when it gets simpler and not bigger. Today, in some parts of the company, work passes through as many as 14... I knew it. 14 layers of management.
That's
our platform
fucking
teams
insane.
are still 40% larger than they were at the start of this generation. Even as our player base and playtime have declined, that complexity has slowed decisions, blurred accountability, and made it hard. This is exactly what I've been saying the whole time.
And this is exactly what people have been pushing back against us saying, because I've also been saying this, not just Asmongold.
Fucking exactly. Yes.
Bloat. It's called bloat.
Do you
Corpo
remember?
Bloat.
This is what's crazy. Where is it?
Office Space.
I don't know if this is the part.
Yeah, I have the memo right here. I just,
No, it's not. It's later on when they're doing the interview. Well, anyway, it was a literal joke in 1999 that this guy had to go through 7 bosses. So think about that.
They wouldn't know that because none of the people that work at these companies anymore have watched movies like Office Space. They don't know what the real culture is like. They're in their own little bubble.
And then double it.
And they hire their friends.
Welcome to Xbox. It was literally a joke back then. And now it's twice as many. It's 8 bosses? Oh, it's not quite double, right? Just 7, exactly. I have 8 bosses, Bob. Yeah, there it is. It's just insane for me to see this. So 14 different groups of people, 14 layers. That complexity is slow collision. As we reset Xbox, we will need to simplify. We will reduce management layers to no more than 5. So that means that literally most of the management will go. Because if you're at 14 and you go down to 5...
Shouldn't even be 5. It should be 1.
You've got to lose over half your people, right? I mean, that's
They need to be cutting 80%.
That's the math, right?
80% of
So,
everything.
Oh my God. So they're actually getting rid of, even that's too much? Well, it depends on what they mean by management levels, right? I mean, this could still mean like a high-level approval process that would be mandatory. But anyway, and where possible, 3. We will deliver success through a flatter organization that is built around makers, individual contributors focusing on building, player coaches, leaders who remain deeply involved with the work while developing their teams, and
They need to be involved with the culture and not just labeling everything as hate.
directly responsible individuals, DRIs, who own key decisions and outcomes. So
That's all bullshit.
that means, oh, dude, I haven't heard something like this in a long time. That is brutal. So now it's basically like your head is being assigned to every decision that's happening. This is a crazy level of accountability. I've never seen a company say this publicly before. I really haven't.
Yeah, there's a reason. Because it doesn't fucking work.
Maybe Elon has said this, but like that's about it. The modern audience hates accountability.
But Elon cut 80% and it worked. That's what Xbox needs to do.
And we will streamline.
And they need to turn off Game Pass and turn it into the like PlayStation Plus where you get like free games every month or something.
How we work across our tools with a cleaner code base, shared services, and 50% vendor spend. Third, we are resetting how we operate. As Xbox grew our headcount, we became more fragmented. Team studios and functions often operated independently, and it became harder to work towards a shared goal, making the right trade-offs and getting things done. For the first time, we are establishing a chief operating officer with an end-to-end products and P&L. What is this?
Coup!
Why am I not thinking of like what profit and loss responsibility? Profit and loss responsibility across continent, hardware, platform, and services. Helen Chang has been promoted to this role and will report directly to me. And over nearly 2 decades at Xbox, Helen's helped build some of our.
I think that Asha is putting herself at the head of too many things. She's not going to be able to keep up.
Most important businesses, from Xbox Live to leading Mojang and the Microsoft franchise. It sounds like Helen knows what she's doing. And she will bring our businesses together as we are operating under one model, making sure that we're clear on investment decisions, learn from successes and failures, and hold ourselves accountable. Thank you to Dave McCarthy, who is retiring after 17 years with Xbox. Dave has played a defining role in building the platform and millions of players rely on every day. As a trusted partner through many moments of Xbox's history, we wish him all the best. These these changes are about a bigger future for Xbox, not a smaller one. The next decade of gaming will be larger, more global, and more creative than anything we've ever seen. This year, we'll invest as much into Xbox as we ever have, but we'll invest with greater focus, greater discipline, and greater clarity, all in the service of making Xbox where the world plays and creates.
They're not actually cutting. They're still going to be spending the same amount of money. They're just cutting people so they can still spend that amount of money instead of actually trying to make things better. Like, they're not releasing anything new. It's just all sequels, prequels, reboots, and they're spending $300 million plus on all these properties. It's not going to fucking work.
I want Xbox to be one of the few companies that entertains more than 1 billion people each day and gives everyone the opportunity to create and connect. I know we can achieve this goal. Yeah, I'm sure you can lock in 1 out of every 7 or 8 people in the world playing Xbox every day. Yeah, sure, Asha. Yeah, you can totally do that.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
But hey, you know, like, at least they're trying to do something, okay?
Yeah, they're so out of touch.
Right. Anyway, Xbox has many of the most beloved franchises in entertainment history.
Who cares?
To talented studios around the world.
Make
and we
new
will return
things.
to growth in 2027. History is full of companies that mistake longevity for inevitability. We will not be one of them. Damn. That's crazy. Oh
It's
my
meaningless.
God. Wow.
I'm not giving them an inch.
She's fixing over a decade of Xbox tragedy.
No, she's not.
Xbox has been mismanaged for a really long time. The main thing they need to do, here's the main thing they need to do. You need to make a very good version of Gears and a very good version of Halo.
No.
If Gears and Halo
something
are
new.
unhealthy,
Make a new Halo. Use a new protagonist. Don't even call it Halo. Just be like, this is the spiritual successor that exists inside the universe. They could do that even. I'd really prefer them not to put it in the universe. Make something like Gears of War that isn't Gears of War, that's like the spiritual successor. We used to do that. Whenever a new generation would come out, we would make the spiritual successor of the last generation. It's like Spyro moving on to Ratchet and Clank. And it's like Ratchet and Clank moving on to Infamous.
that's like your heart and your brain. That is the heart and the brain of Xbox. If those games are bad, then Xbox is bad. Then you have a handful of other games that are like...
Or was it Sly Cooper to Infamous? You get the point, though.
Underneath that build up the Xbox brand. Things like, for example, Elder Scrolls.
And, like, remember Prince of Persia? Moving from Prince of Persia to Assassin's Creed? We didn't just get a continuation of Prince of Persia.
Things like now World of Warcraft and other games like that. But it's mainly the games that are associated with Xbox, the games that you bought an original Xbox for or an Xbox 360. What were those games? Gentlemen, tell
We still play those games. They need to make new games because we're not playing the new versions of those games.
Tell me in chat right now, what was the game that you bought an Xbox for? Forza's another one. Yeah, no, you're right. I don't know why
Resident Evil 5. That's what I bought an Xbox for.
I didn't mention that. Everybody's saying Halo. Halo and Gears. Fable. That's another one.
Fable's good.
Black Ops. And, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing all those, but they're making shit versions of them. They need to move on.
Everybody knows, right? Gears, yes. Mike, I mean, let me just prove my point here. Maybe I won't prove my point, but let's find out.
All of those franchises failed. Well, Fable didn't because they just kind of destroyed it with Fable 3. But all of those franchises failed through Xbox One. And then here we are in this generation, it's failing even harder. And you know what they're doing? They're tripling down on them. Like, come on, give me a fucking break.
I want to find out and see how many people are playing this. Okay, create poll. Why did you buy... Just a minute, I just realized something. I just realized something. I still had my CD key on my copy paste clipboard, and I knew that if I was about to copy paste something, it would actually show my CD key. I had to change that. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't want to show that, but it's okay. Why did you buy your Xbox? Okay. Why? Well, what game? What game? Halo, Gears, other. Almost got a free copy. Yeah. Okay. So it probably wouldn't have worked, but we're gonna look right now. All right. So there it is. Just other. All I want is other. Like, if you bought it for Halo, Forza, whatever else, that's fine. These games are Xbox. They are Xbox.
They were Xbox. I think he's wrong about this. They need to make new stuff.
Halo has sold more games, more Xbox.
Because you know what's going to happen? They might be able to make something good for a little bit, and then the corporate and shitification just creeps all the way back in again.
What people
You gotta
in my
prevent
chat are
that.
saying is that Halo has sold more Xboxes than every single other video game put together. 51% of people bought an Xbox because of Halo. That is fucking ridiculous. Think about that. That's crazy. Gears was 360, to be fair. Yeah, I know that. Halo 3 was the biggest ever. Yeah. From the Unk Gen, mind you. Well, yeah, but the Unk Gen are the ones, the Unk Gen. I like that. That sounds like a fucking a race in Halo. Like one of the Covenant, forces. The Unk Gens. Send in the Unk Gens. Like, oh my god. I bought a PS4 because of Bloodborne. Yeah, I did too. I did. That's the only reason I have a PS4. If it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't even have one. So, yeah, this is the right decision. This is the right decision and the right path for Xbox. And remove the parasite woke devs and DEI programs. Start making better games with no activism in them, and you will make things start to heal for Xbox. So this is my advice. If you're ever thinking about making a female character in a video game,
Don't.
ask yourself, would girls that have OnlyFans cosplay this character? If the answer to that question is no, delete the character.
That's so true, man.
That's it.
Your character doesn't have to be gooner bait, but it has to be able to have the capacity to be gooner bait.
That's the beginning and end of it. That's all there is to it. And I think that overall, the most successful games have attractive female protagonists. They do. And at least female protagonists that people want to be, right? And she's either hot or she's not. Yeah, you don't want to have, every time you have the female protagonist is Deborah Wilson or some other bald woman or something like that, there's like 3 women in the world that look good bald, and all of the rest of them look fucking disgusting and nobody likes it. Nobody wants to look at it. So just don't do it. Yeah, Cortana, right? Bayonetta. So that's it. Not true. Tifa's mid. Well, that's not true. Anyway, the complexity of the industry has never been the issue. The problem is you keep pandering to minorities and making games for people that never buy them. Make good games. Based VTuber, by the way. Very based VTuber. And
That's
a
been
good
happening
start.
more and more.
The easiest solution is to just look for the pink-haired devs that are destroying your IP and send them on their merry way. People want good games, but the shoved ideologies into what could be good stories is why your revenue is down. I really think this is a huge factor. I do. Like, I think that, like, whenever I see these video games, like, I don't know about you guys, but, like, maybe I'm, like, I don't think that everybody is like this, but I think a lot of people are like this. Like, we see some of these, like, these like, weird wokeness stuff in games, and, like, I just kind of feel myself, like, not really want to play it as much. It's not, like, a really big feeling, or, like, I don't really care about it in, like, a big way. It's just, like, you know what?
That's
like,
the
I'm not
point.
really that interested in that, and, like, anything else, like, I don't really want to... I just don't want to
And
play
everybody's
it, right? I just don't wanna
thinking
do with
that.
it. Like, it's like a fly in your soup. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just, I just don't want to have that happen. The game's playing you. Yeah, no doubt. And so, regarding Arcane, how much I'm asking for a friend. Wow.
Isn't the original guy from Arcane trying to buy Arcane? That'd be pretty fucking cool.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Or was that
Please
what that
kill
was?
them. Yeah. Today, lay off 3,200 people. Next year, sponsor 3,200 H-1B Indians. Yeah, I have to admit, this lady boss has some balls. Credit where credit is due for making the hard choices and being extremely transparent with not only the choices, but the reasoning behind them. That's true. I mean, like, honestly, I love how, like, it's actually really funny that all of the most racist and fucking awful, the most chudded out of their mind, fucking people inside of, like, gaming, they're now all cheering and happy about an Indian female that's running Xbox and firing everybody. It really goes to show that, like, it actually never really was about hating women ever. It was about hating a certain kind of people. And that was it. Hell yeah. Yeah. It's just really funny to see. Like, it's like some kind of, like, poetic thing where it's like your savior, the person that's actually willing to do this, is the person that you would least expect, right? Yeah, chuds without borders, exactly. When it's highly logical and clocks the customer's perspective, it's really easy to just say how it is. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, exactly. I thought you were maybe a DEI CEO, but I was wrong. There's another one. You really have have some gusto, and you are putting Xbox on a path to its former glory. Yeah, a lot of people thought that. Like, the moment that we saw there's like an Indian
I'll believe
woman,
it when
like,
I see it.
CEO of Xbox, we're like, okay, all right, I see what you're doing here, right? That's why they hired her. She's a homewrecker and contracted to downsize the company. She's probably only on contract for 2 years, and they'll hire a new CEO to manage the business aspect. Well, maybe you're right. I have no idea. But it also probably depends on how people like her. I mean, this is a public role position, and it's a public-facing position, so I think that does matter. It definitely has a role. So, yeah, that's really it. And the core demographic of games has remained unchanged since the early 80s. I think that's generally true. Yeah, this is good, but for it to work for you, you must change your company policies to stop driving away your core audiences. So, yes, are your female characters equipped with clothing and armor to fit their
All the older dudes that I know that still play video games, they don't play anything new. They're talking about getting their next emulator machine. What mini PC is the best? Which version of Raspberry Pi should they get?
tasks? Do they have exaggerated body proportions? If the answer is no, they don't have exaggerated body proportions, then you just might as well not even sell the game. Just don't even do that. Blizzard has been striving for this result ever since this happened. That's right. They need to fire a lot of the Blizzard people, too. Like, they obviously don't know how to make WoW. And Slay, everybody loves it, man. Fire the entire HR department and hire some college bros like that like monster trucks, guns, and big tits to make.
That's so true. We need some MX games again, man.
The guy follows me.
Extreme sports. They
That's
don't
right,
do that.
brother. So true. Make some good quality AAA, AA games with 10 to 6 hour campaigns, just like Space Marine 2. That's probably what he's thinking of. Stop policing lobbies. The company will be fixed and making a good profit again in 2 to 3 years. That is exactly right. I am so happy and so glad that this is happening. Where's my monster truck games, brother? I don't know, man. And one of us, yeah, a massive part of the ESO team just got laid off. Yeah, I guess so. And also, do you want to know why Elder Scrolls Online is probably getting layoffs? Let me consult
nobody
the crystal
buys it?
ball. Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably about right. I mean, like, really, MMOs are dead, yeah. Posting the entire email is a really smart move, honestly. It comes across as genuine and the comments reflect it. The best way to ensure success is to fire the people responsible for getting us this far and hire a bunch of new people that have no clue about how to make a successful product. This is the way. Yeah, and hearing of Xbox strategy revolves around Minecraft, reportedly used to funding other studios. Well, yeah, that's... The thing is that Minecraft is supposed to be like, this is like Minecraft is a cash cow. Minecraft generates revenue for them to take new risks to hopefully generate the next Minecraft. That's the whole point behind it. I don't know why people don't get this, but anyway.
Next Minecraft
Y'all need
property.
a guy like this making decisions.
They're not going to make a new Minecraft, like a Minecraft 2. That's never going to happen.
Not corporate executives. This is actually true. This guy right here, he knows what Xbox needs. They need to have an entire, an entire, like, service of these guys, right? Where'd they get this photo of me? Yeah, fucking exactly. Oh, my God. Asked me after a hair transplant for 10 years? No, I'm not going to get fat. That would never happen. Have you guys tried making games that don't suck ass? Do you guys, do people like being preached at? I'm not sure if they do or not, but, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Really? Like... Is this really what you guys are trying? I had a mod send me this. That's
okay.
Crazy.
All right. I like Lord of the Rings memes.
That's really crazy. Wow. Yep. Oh my God. And who is that? I don't know, guys. I have no idea. And wow. And my controller? Yeah, I don't get it. That's okay. That's fine. And yeah. And nothing will beat Call of Duty World War II, 17 D-Day. I mean, I think they've had a lot of really good releases. They have. And anyway, let's take a look. Bethesda will be overhauled. And as part of today's changes to focus on key franchises going forward, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein.
Quake is a crazy one. Because the last time they made a Quake game, it was that tournament game, and it did not do well.
So basically, Starfield is dead.
Yep. That was another thing I noticed.
It's done.
Didn't mention Starfield.
Starfield is finished. It's about time, honestly.
I thought Starfield was right up there with Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
Honestly, like I feel like
that's what one of the devs said
a long time ago with Starfield, and finally getting Elder Scrolls 6. Do you think Xbox? What is this here? Do you think Xbox is due for a new mascot?
We don't need an Elder Scrolls 6, by the way. We need, like, an Elder Scrolls New Vegas. We need a bunch of smaller games. I am so tired of having these giant games, and then there's nowhere to go after because you don't know how to make it bigger and better. You gotta make smaller games so you can make more of them. They had it figured out in the PS2 and Xbox 360 days, and they fucking lost it so they can chase a wider audience to make as much money as possible, and then they made their money and realized there's nowhere to go from there.
Xbox has a mascot. It's called Master Chief. Master Chief is the mascot for Xbox.
True.
Like Mario
Marcus
is the
Phoenix.
mascot for
It's either Marcus Phoenix or Master Chief, and I think actually, really, it's both of them.
For Nintendo. Master Chief is the mascot for Xbox. Who is the mascot for PlayStation? Maybe Kratos, God of War.
Yeah.
Like, I would say maybe him. I'm not even really sure, but it's probably him. And it's probably Kratos. And so John Sega is, Spider-Man. No, Astrobot. Yeah, Astrobot will be if they make a couple more games. But, like, I think that a generational franchise would probably be necessary for that. The Xbox reset, the great reset. ESO, here it is. ESO laid off half of its team today. If you've ever enjoyed the game in any way, let these people know your hard work and creative efforts helped make something that brought joy to millions of people. They didn't deserve to be unceremoniously tossed out for shareholder value. Why do they always do this?
That's not why they got tossed out. They got tossed out because they're not making enough fucking money, and they're spending too much money.
Why do they always do this? Where it's like this, like it's so annoying. By the way, who is doing these polls in chat? Which mod is doing the polls in chat? Because sometimes we have a lot of polls in chat. We don't need this many polls in chat. I'm not sure who's doing these, but we don't need to be doing these. Okay? There's too many. We don't want to go through and figure out who's the imposter. We want it, like, which mod is doing it. Let me see. I don't know who's online or what it is, but we're gonna have to either the polls either need to stop or we're gonna have to unmod like everybody. We're gonna have to unmod everybody and we're gonna have to play Among Us. Okay. So I don't want to have to do that. Just no more of the polls. All right. We're gonna get rid of the polls and that's it. So yeah. And new mod list. Yeah, I know you guys. I know you guys think it's funny, but no more polls. So anyway, yeah, and unless it's like a normal one, and I feel like it's gone on for a lot. And I know that you guys, again, it's okay. It's okay if you do it. I'm not mad, but it's just there's been too many of them, and it can be like really spammy, and people have complained about it. That's okay. But I don't want to get mad at anybody. There's nobody. I don't want to have anybody get called out. Nobody's getting called out publicly. I'm just saying let's not do as many of those anymore. Anyway, let's move on. So, about half of ID, ZeniMax Online looks to have lost half of their team too. Xbox isn't healthy, therefore they should continue doing more of the same. Wait, what? But losing, wait a minute. What is this? What kind of retarded is this? Xbox is not healthy, but losing all of this talent isn't the cure.
They're not making anything.
Talent?
South of Midnight sucks.
Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. Where's the? Is it under the sofa? Do I have to look under this? I can't find it. Guys, where's the talent? Oh no! Oh my god. As popular as Marvel is, we have to plan to return to Xbox. So, to help award-winning studios thrive and fund them in creating industry-leading tech, then another entry into the Hellblade series sounds like a smart move. Both Senua's Sacrifice and Senua's Saga have won prizes at the Game Awards, BAFTA, and DICE for their artistry, technology, and performances.
Who cares about awards?
As well as educating those who played them on about the world.
That's the problem.
I am going to write a manifesto. I've had enough. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of having to read opinions that I disagree with. I've had to do this for so long, and enough is enough. Enough is absolutely enough. Senua was good.
Doesn't matter.
The Chud Manifesto.
I
These
like Senua.
stupid, brain-dead, worthless, garbage, failed theater kids, rejected Hollywood writers, pathetic losers, like kids that got bullied in high school and middle school, think that their parents are right, confused about the way the world works, stupid, brain-dead fucking freaks.
True.
You actually think that you got a prize and that matters? You think you have your own little industry ideology captured support group where you get to go and
Get with the times, I kept hearing.
give
Well,
fake events and
now it's time for you to get with the times.
make fake events and give fake prizes for fake criteria.
We're seriously gonna talk about things like this in 2026? I thought we were past all of this.
That nobody except for you cares about? And you think that now everybody else has to listen and accommodate your ideology because you've created some award ceremony that says that this video game is good? Nobody gives a fuck what you think. You don't matter. You never did. You just got confused for a while. You want to know what matters? How many people are playing the
You know what happened? A bunch of the culture was manufactured, and then they forced all of the people who built that manufactured culture out, and then all the rest of the people just latched on and didn't want to get thrown out of the culture, so they just kind of went with it all. Now it's coming back to bite them in the ass. They should have listened. It was all fake. It was all manufactured. And people just aren't into that. They don't want fake anymore. They want real. They want passion. They want soul.
game, and nobody plays this garbage. Nobody gives a fuck about what you think about mental illness or psychosis or how many awards that it won for your artistry or anything like that. This isn't about art, it's about money. They're not making any fucking money. You want to go and fund the game? Go ahead. But you shouldn't expect this to be some kind of a fucking charity. This is the problem.
These are corporations. They're not making art. They are making money. They are all about money. The only reason they ever did the gay shit in the first place was because they thought it was going to make them money. But all the money that they make was manufactured money. It was all fake money. It was funny money. Now all the funny money has dried up. So now all they got left is the real money. And the real money doesn't go to them.
These people create fake criteria, and then they get mad that the market doesn't adopt their fake criteria.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for an award show that gives the prizes to Sinuous Saga. Nobody, the people that matter the most don't vote in the Game Awards. Do you want to know what the Game Awards are? The Game Awards are 90% chosen by a panel. So only 10% of the Game Awards are actually players. Everybody else are just random industry individuals. Like, I'll show you this here, right? The Game Awards panel judges. Look at this. So this is the voting jury for the Game Awards.
It's all the corpos that the left pretends to hate, and then they love all the slop that comes out of them.
Esquire Magazine, Game Rant, Giant Bomb, IGN, Polygon, Pride, Gay? What do you mean gay? It's a video game. What the fuck are you doing? So you have like literally gay magazines that are voting in the Game Awards. Really? Like this is it's so basically this is what these people do, and this is how they insulate themselves from failure. Is that they create these criteria measures, and then they use the criteria measures in order to justify their existence. That's what they do. And I think that now everybody's tired of it. This is a wild talk, but gamers should be voting on games. Yeah, nobody buying his... No, I'm going to write on Twitter. I will.
I don't think gamers can vote on games either. I think these award shows are just bullshit, and they will always be bullshit. And I think that if it's controlled by gamers, then you're gonna get weird shit because people will troll. They will troll vote every single time. Just look at how it went for Mountain Dew. Remember that? Look up how their democracy went. Because voting, let me tell you, you're gonna get some stupid motherfuckers voting.
It is unironically a gaming circle jerk. It is a pathetic and embarrassing. I might write this. I will. I might write it today. And this is the path forward for video games. Because too many of these losers have gotten involved in video game design, and they think that they understand the way things work.
That's because all of the people who were good at it got pushed out, or they never even got added into the culture in the first place, and they went elsewhere, because who the fuck wants to work for one of these corporations if they're actually good at making games?
State of Decay was one of the great Xbox Live Arcade successes in 2013. Yeah, that was over 10 years ago. Why are you even talking about that?
That's
As
all
fake
they
as
got.
The Grammys and the Oscars, etc.
You remember?
At least the Grammys and the Oscars are a lot more accurate. Like, I would say even those are more accurate than what they do with the Game Awards. Like, I would say usually Grammys and Oscars go kind of to the people that I think that they should go to, and I think that most people think they should go to. I'm not saying it's a 100% chance. I think that there are some exceptions, but overall, I think that they're a lot more fair than, you know, these game events, right? So Jeff has way too much sway. Jeff is not the problem. You're not Jeff. No. You're fundamentally misunderstanding my argument. My argument isn't that these shows shouldn't exist. My argument is that these shows shouldn't matter. Just because you put on an award show and say that your video game won an award, that doesn't make the video game sell any more copies. That doesn't increase shareholder value. That's just a meaningless piece of information that was added to this game for no reason. So that's literally it. So if and here's the reason why IGN is very much writing this article. They know it's the year of the Chud. They know.
It's over.
They know it's the year of the Chud.
Yep,
and
it's
this
over.
will begin the decade of the Chud. And all of these people are completely losing every value system, every piece of influence, and every single thing that they had to hold on to. It's all falling away from them. And that's the real reason why. Is that they want to create this crisis whenever it's really a market correction, because the crisis is for them. It's that their entire ideology and everything that they believe is effectively now on the chopping block. And in my opinion, not a moment too soon. Not a moment too fucking soon.
And they haven't done enough.
Thank God that happened.
It's going to get so much worse. And honestly, can't wait.